Yeah, what's the deal, YouTube? Yo, welcome back to a video, bro. Today I'm going to be dropping a story time for y'all on the first time I ever got high. Let's get it. Before I get into it, go ahead and take your blinky real quick. Go hit the stizzy, go hit the dab, get a snack, get comfortable, and let's get into it. All right, so the first time I ever got high, we're gonna backtrack a little bit to mid-year of 9th grade. Now, mind you, if you have homies who smoke, they're gonna let you smoke, bro. It's just something that comes along with having homies, I guess you could say. For this particular reason, I'm not gonna name drop. I'm just gonna call him Rashawn. So me and Rashawn, we was like good homies at the time, and I found out that his mom smoked. So I was like, yo, bro, I wanna try weed. Can you hook me up type shit? He's like, I got you. I was like, shit. I ain't got no money. I can't pay you back, bro. So I'm hoping this shit is free. But mind you, this is my first time, so I didn't know how weed really works. I didn't know how much you could pay for it. So I was just really just going along with the flow, like everybody else would. I don't know how much weed costs. I don't really give a fuck about none of that at that time. I just wanted to smoke. So we set up a plan, you know. I was gonna wait till my parents fall asleep. Then I was gonna go out. We was gonna smoke on a hill called Chocolate Drop. Chocolate Drop is a very popular hill in 29 Palms. So that's like where everybody goes, but at night nobody really goes because it's sometimes cold. So we knew we had the hill to ourselves. And mind you, it's not a big hill, so we can climb it in like 3 minutes. So I'm texting my homie, waiting to leave. You know, my parents are asleep. He's like, oh, shoot, I gotta wait for my mom to fall asleep. I'm like, I bet. Just text me when she pass out. Fast forward about an hour. His mom falls asleep finally. I have my bag ready. I got my clothes on. I'm under my covers. I'm ready to go, bro. I'm hyped for this. So I'm texting him. And don't forget, at this time, I didn't have a phone with data, so I couldn't just walk outside and go down the block and smoke. And after his mom falls asleep, I'm like, all right, bet. So when you finna dip? He said he's leaving right now. So I pack up my things, get the rest of my clothes on, my jacket and stuff, open my window, and I'm just waiting. So I should have told y'all this from the beginning, but he lives like a street down and then over. Like he lives literally 2 minutes away from my house. Like you literally walk down the street, turn, and go down again, and there you go. You're at his house. So I didn't have a phone with data at that point in time. So I had to wait for him to walk up the street, get onto my street, and then I could crawl out the window and leave. So 2 minutes go by. He said he's walking. I'm like, bro, I'm hyped as fuck. I'm like I'm through the roof happy, bro. I can't wait to smoke. It's my first time smoking. I'm gonna be chill as fuck. And once I heard that he left, bro, I was so fucking happy. I was like, bro, I finally get to smoke. Type shit. So I'm waiting, you know, a couple minutes go by. He's like, yo, I'm on your street. Come out. I'm like, you don't gotta tell me twice. Hop out the window, go to the street. Then I see him and I'm like, bro, I'm fucking raging with excitement, bro, because I've never done this before and it's my first time and I know it's gonna be fun as fuck. So I go over to him, dab him up, usual, and I'm like, yo, bro, you got the weed, right? And he's like, you know it. Oh, that night was so fucking fun, bro. So we had to walk in the desert for like a minute and a half or so just to get to this little hill. But it's like a block worth of desert, just a block. And then the hill's in the middle of the block, so keep that in mind. So we're walking. Now we finally hit the mountain, and it's dark as fuck, by the way. Forgot to tell you guys that. I had a flashlight, had them little ass fucking carnival flashlights that I got from like a stand somewhere. I don't even know where I got it. Now, at this time, he didn't have rolling papers. He didn't have wraps. He didn't have swishers or backwoods. He didn't have none of that. We had to use a fucking tin can. And I'm glad I got to use a Bud Light can for the first time that I ever smoked, because then I got to share it with everybody and tell y'all that I actually smoked out of a can before. And that shit was not hitting. I'm not going to lie. That shit was horrible. And I'm ready to smoke already. I'm like, yo, bro, pull this shit out. Let's roll up. And he looks to me and says, I don't have rolling papers, with the most straightest face on his fucking face. And I look over to him and I'm like, bro, how the fuck are we going to smoke this if we have nothing to use? At this time, I'm not really influenced on what you can smoke weed out of. So he said, yo, we could just get a tin can. I thought that was the best idea I've ever heard in my entire life. I'm going to be completely honest. So we find a random Bud Light can. We wash it out. Obviously, I'm not a dirty person, you fucking retard. So we get this Bud Light can. We wash it out. We dent the bottom of the can and then poke holes into it and then poke a hole on the side for our thumb for the airflow. Bro, I thought I was a fucking genius when I was doing this shit. I thought I was Albert Einstein, to be honest. And as I'm doing that, you know, he pulls out the 0.5 or how much he ever had. I don't even know. It wasn't that much, though. He, like, grinds it up with his hands. You know, everybody's first time smoking weed, I'm pretty sure you grind it up with your hands. You're not just gonna go out and buy essentials the first time you ever smoke. That's not how it works. But if you do that, hey, bro, props to you. I'm not gonna lie. Like, you smart as fuck, but At that time, I'm not that fucking smart. I mean, I'm 14 years old, first time smoking weed. Never even learned about it. I just wanted to get high. So after that, he grinds it up, puts it on the end of the tin, and lights up. And something I didn't know was the roller's rule. So the roller's rule is basically the person who brings the weed gets to smoke it first, or the person who rolls it up gets to smoke it first. I didn't know that at the time, so I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? Why are you hitting it first? You know, I'm confronting him about this. He's like, it's my weed, I get to smoke it. And then that's when I realized, oh, you're right. Yeah, my fault. So I let him do his thing. You know, he's smoking up, get a good hit off of it, passes it to me. Now it's my turn. Bro, I'm hyped as fuck for this. It's not that dark. You know, we see the main road. I light it. Inhale. I'm not taking big inhales because it's my first time, and everybody knows your first time you feel fucking scary and you never want to take a big inhale. So I'm taking a decent size. I'm like, blow it out. After I hit it, passed it to him, and I was chill. You know, I hit it like 3 or 4 times. He hit it 3 or 4 times. We went through that whole weed that night. Fast forward about 15 minutes, I'm feeling this shit. I'm so fucking joyful at that point in time. I was so happy that I even got to get high. You know, we just chilling, we're talking, then we call random females up. We just having a blast, to be honest. First time ever getting high. I'm glad I remember this shit too, because bro, if I didn't remember, that'd probably suck. And after me and him got high, we was chill. We was just sitting on a rock, warming up our hands on this little homemade fire I made with a couple twigs. But yeah, that shit was so fucking fun. And then obviously, you know, it comes to a point in time where y'all gotta go home. I mean, it just gets late. So something about me is I'm a nighttime smoker. I could go out to anybody's house, you know, 12 and after, and just be awake. I'm not even tired. If I know I'm going to your house to smoke, drink, or do any of that, I'm going to be fucking hyped, and I'm not gonna sleep until you guys go to sleep. And that's something I still kind of do today is if I get invited to your house to smoke or drink, I'm going to let you kick me out. So I'm going to stay there for as long as I can until you feel that I need to go. I just feel like it's something I need to do. Like, I don't like leaving on my own. I like you to tell me when to leave type. You feel me? But yeah, anyway, back to the story. So it was time to go home and shit. So we're walking down the mountain and shit, high as fuck, laughing. And we get to my road. I dab him up, and he dips to his house, and I dip to mine. And I crawl back into the window, get into the room. Mind you, I'm still high as fuck at this point. So I'm going through everything, but now I'm in my house. So I'm in the comfort of my home with food, snacks, and a fucking... Oh, I was using a tablet at the time. I forgot to tell y'all. I had a tablet at the time because I was grounded. But yeah, I was on my tablet scrolling through TikTok and shit, laughing at the most fucking stupidest videos I've seen in my entire existence of my life. And then there was a point in time where I started to get hungry. Bro, and when you get high, at that point, I didn't realize that you get munchies. I know you get a little hungry, but I didn't know you want to scarf like a 5-course Thanksgiving meal down. I did not know that. So I get up, open the door quietly. You know, parents asleep, everybody asleep. Obviously, I'm in the kindness and courtesy of my home, so I'm not going to wake up everybody else. That's kind of stupid. And then I'm going to get caught. That's stupid. So I go to the kitchen. You know, I go to the pantry, and I see Cinnamon Toast Crunch. That shit looks so fucking bomb. When I tell you, my fucking brains exploded when I seen that box just sitting there right when I opened the pantry. I was so hyped for that. And I didn't even know it was going to taste that good. I was just hungry for it. I was like, oh shit, this about to be a W night. Pour me a bowl, get the milk, pour it up. I dip to my room, close the door, sit back, scroll through TikTok, and then I start eating it. I scarfed that shit down in less than 1 minute and 30 seconds. Why was it so good? I'm talking, I had 3 more bowls after that. That shit was so good, bro. I was literally mind changed by it. So every time that me and him got high, when I came back to my house, I always get a bowl of Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Second best thing I had when I was high. Mind you, this was way back then, so my taste buds kind of changed. But something that was really good back then was tortillas and butter. I'm telling you, warm up that tortilla on the fucking stove, put some butter on that bitch, and you're good. I eat like 4 of those before I go to sleep. I think TikTok might be the main thing I do when I get high. I'm not gonna lie. I realized like shit on there is actually fucking funny as hell. So, and I feel like I can relate to some people too. Like, you know, if people are smoking, I'll be like, oh shit, okay, bro, yeah. We both high type shit. So then, you know, I pass out, go to bed. Wake up in the morning feeling great, feeling good. Day goes by. It's time to do it again. Except for this time, we go to his house and we sit on the curb. And my dad used to smoke weed, which I didn't know. So my dad has a little pipe. It was like a little It's like a little, it was like a bubbler. So you can use it as a pipe, but then you can pour water into it and it's used as a bubbler. So I was like, what the fuck? This shit is crazy. Rashawn taught me how to use it. We just chill on his curb. Mind you, it's like freezing fucking cold out there. And as soon as I get to his house, he's outside on the curb, you know, waiting for me type shit. I had a little carrier bag, bro. I was fucking packed with everything. I had water bottles. I had a snack. I had one snack. I only left with one snack because I'm not hungry when I walk. So I had a snack. I had lighters. I had everything you need, bro. Little tools to get up the fucking rest of the weed in the bowl. I had all that. And, bro, I'm feeling good with this backpack on. You know, I'm walking around like the boss of the street. You know, I see him, dab him up, pull the backpack off, and we get to smoking. I used to cough so much at that time from taking big bowl hits. And I didn't realize how big I was taking. I was inhaling a lot, to be honest. But fuck it. You know what I mean? You only live once, so why not? So after we smoked and we got high together, dab him up one more time. And from the length of me getting there and leaving, that time length, that's around like 30 minutes to an hour, roughly. So after we do all that, I head home. His street is dark as fuck, by the way. Just thought you should know. So imagine walking there with this little ass fucking carnival flashlight and you high as fuck, mind you, you're high as fuck, carnival flashlight in your hand, middle of the fucking savannah desert, looking around to see if there's any lights or anything coming for you, and you're scared shitless. And it's long ass road too. It's a long, he lives down the road and I'm all the way up on a different road. But shit was fucking fun, I can't lie. I mean, I don't regret it, not one bit at this point in time. I do not regret it. And bro, I was cooling at that time, bro. I was having the most fun in my fucking life. You know, I did it again a couple more times. And then we got to hotbox his mom's car for the first time. But I'm not going to get into that. That's a story for a different time. But anyways, if y'all enjoyed this story time, I'm definitely going to be dropping more. So fucking subscribe so you can see them hoes. I mean, why not at this point? You already here. But anyways, y'all, I'm out. Have a beautiful day. And yeah, peace out, dude.